I'm going to begin with my brows for this look, and I'm using the NYX Eyebrow Powder Pencil in black. I love this brow pencil. It gives you a really like bold defined look, and I really love the shade of it. It's super dark. I'm going to white out the entire eyelid all the way up to my brow and under my eye as well. This is the Primer Potion by Urban Decay in Freebase. It dries to a really nice matte finish. It's my favorite white primer. Then I'm using a Beyond Nude Matte Shadow by NYX. This beautiful green color. I'm going to put that all over my lid, and I'm going to kind of wing it out a tiny little bit just to give me a base for the shape that I'm going to use for this makeup look. I also went into this Mayron palette, into this other beautiful green. It's a little bit deeper. I just wanted to darken it a tiny little bit. You can see the color difference there a wee bit. The Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette by Too Faced is one of my favorites. I'm using the shade Pudding to blend out that green color kind of in my crease. It's not really, it's kind of like a false crease. This is how I've been doing my makeup lately just because I have so much lid room. So I'm just using this on, I believe this is a Sigma brush, just buffing that in over and over and over again. Once the fallout has been removed, I'm also buffing that same pudding color underneath my eye. I'm going to go wild with it just because I want to bring this down pretty low. Then I'm going to go into the shade Licorice from the same palette, which is one of my favorite black colors, and I'm just putting this on the outer third-ish of my eye, kind of in like that inverted like V shape. Cleaning it up with a makeup wipe and giving that kind of like sharp edge to it like I want. Then I'm going to go back into the same palette and grab that kind of off-white bone shade. I'm just going to highlight my brows with that and really blend that color so it's a really smooth transition. As always, curling my lashes, and the mascara I'm going to be using, which I've fallen in love with, and I need to buy a new tube of it because it's almost out. This is the Big Shot by Maybelline. Guys, it's one of my favorites. Definitely go try it out. White in my waterline in a really long time, so I thought I'd give it a go with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. I was gonna do black, but I think I like the white. For lashes, these ones are velour. They're Doll Me Up, and they're one of my favorites. You'll just see they just sit so nicely on the eye. If you are new to lashes and you need a pair that you don't have to work with a whole bunch, look at this. All I have to do is just boom, and it's like on. It's so easy and so flawless. One of my favorites for sure. Onto Complexion, I'm using the Shu Uemura. This is the UV underbase. Look, it's foam. It's so cool. I'm going to use this as a primer. I really like it. I buff it in with my hands, and then what I do is I actually go over it with a beauty blender just to really blend it into my skin. Drop Foundation by NYX. This is in the shade number 3. Make sure that you really shake it out. I put like a whole like vial or whatever of the drop on my brush because I also double it up as concealer. So I'm not using concealer for this look. I'm just going to apply a bunch of it underneath my eyes because it has the most coverage depending on how many drops you use. I'm also going to throw on a wee bit of the Lip Injections by Too Faced Extreme just to plump up my lips so it's easier to apply my lip color because I am going to be only using a lip pencil. Just using that same fluffy brush and blending down underneath my eye, just so it's not a super harsh line. I'm going to add a little bit of glow to my skin. This is what I've been doing lately. I've been using this A Wavy Glow from NYX, and I've been applying this all on the high points of my face because I do have really dry skin. I've been finding, especially on camera lately, it looks really dull. So I've been doing this and it looks phenomenal, and especially in photos I feel like my skin is really like glowy and dewy. So I pop a ton of this on and then I blend it out with the Beauty Blender. This doesn't make my skin look shiny or glittery, it just adds a nice like luminous glow to it. It makes it look healthy just because this foundation does have a semi-matte finish to it. I am going to set my face with the Guerlain, I don't know, Meteorites powder. I am in the shade Clair, or I'm using the shade Clair for it. I'm just putting that on with a Sigma powder brush. And obviously the Roll-On Shimmer in Platinum by NYX, just a tiny little bit in my inner corners. Okay guys, I actually found the shade number for this. This is the shade 504 in the Sculpting Powder by Inglot. I finally figured it out. I love it because you can see it has a little bit of warmth to it, so that's kind of what I've been into lately. Like a tiny little bit of warmth. I'm like stepping outside my box, but still always cool tone. I'm just going to contour a wee tiny little bit, and for blush I'm using the Chase by Illamasqua. This is one of my favorite blushes. It's just like a nice baby pink, and I feel like with my fair complexion it just looks so like fresh. This highlighter by Makeup Forever is so gorgeous. It's #1 in the Pro Light Fusion. Look at that. It has like a slight little pink to it, and I adore it. So I'm going to pop that everywhere where I put that A Wavy Glow liquid illuminator just to really make my skin pop. Removing that lip gloss that I put on, and I sharpened this pencil. Isn't this hilarious? It like spiraled out because the packaging is plastic. So this is one of the new NYX slide on, glide on, stay on, I don't know. It's green and I love it. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to be applying this everywhere. This is a waterproof pencil, so it is going to last all day. Actually, it only lasted a few hours because it kind of like balled up. My lips were super dry, so if you are going to use this, put something over top of it or pair it with a green lipstick. That's my advice to you. It's such a beautiful color. I thought this needed something else, so I have this Sin Art pigment, and I'm just going to pop a tiny little bit of that onto the green just because I need a little bit more glitter. It was too matte for me, so popping that on, and then I'm just going to clean up my lashes with a little bit of this black liquid liner. And that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.